China's latest warning to the Netherlands over sanctions on ASML chip-making tools is more than just a diplomatic spat. It's a declaration of economic warfare against the West's relentless efforts to strangle its technological ambitions. The audacity of the U.S. coercing its allies into a collective assault on China's semiconductor industry reeks of desperation, an unmistakable sign that the once mighty superpower is terrified of losing its grip on global dominance. The Netherlands, bowing under pressure, has aligned itself with Washington's narrow vision, proving that the EU is no longer an independent player on the world stage, but merely a pawn in America's broader campaign to stifle competition. These sanctions are not about security, they're about power that the US is terrified of losing to an ascending China that refuses to play by their outdated rules. As tensions escalate, the real question we should be asking is this: how far is the US willing to go to maintain its stranglehold on global technology, and at what cost? The hypocrisy of Washington's stance is glaring. While it claims to be championing the cause of free trade and open markets, its actions betray a deep fear of losing its monopoly on innovation. The US is no longer the beacon of progress it once claimed to be, but a desperate player in a game it no longer controls. Instead of fostering competition, it's doing everything in its power to block the rise of China, the very country that has been driving global growth and innovation for the past decade. The Netherlands, once a symbol of trade and technological advancement in Europe, has now reduced itself to a mere extension of US policy. By aligning with Washington, the Dutch government has shown that it is willing to sacrifice its own economic interests for the sake of appeasing its American ally. The decision to expand export controls on A.S.M.L's chip-making tools is not only a blow to Sino-Dutch relations, but a signal that Europe is no longer willing to chart its own course in global affairs. Instead, it has chosen to submit to the whims of Washington, no matter the cost to its own economy. Let's be clear, this move has nothing to do with safeguarding security and everything to do with maintaining the technological status quo. The US and its allies are terrified of a world in which China is no longer dependent on Western technology. They know that if China is allowed to develop its own semiconductor industry, the balance of power will shift irreversibly. So what do? They impose sanctions, they tighten export controls, and they create barriers that prevent China from accessing the tools it needs to thrive. It's a blatant effort to halt China's progress at any cost, even if it means undermining their own industries in the process. The irony is that these very sanctions may accelerate the development of China's domestic semiconductor industry. The West, in its arrogance, believes that by blocking China's access to the latest technology, it can delay or even stop the inevitable rise of Chinese innovation. But history has shown us that when a nation is backed into a corner, it finds a way to fight back. China is no exception. Already, Beijing has announced plans to increase investment in its own semiconductor manufacturing capabilities. And it's only a matter of time before Chinese companies start producing the kind of advanced chips that the US is so desperate to keep out of their hands, as Beijing fires back, vowing retaliation. This conflict is set to reshape global trade and diplomacy in ways that could bring lasting consequences for the West. Stay with us till the end, as the stakes have never been higher, and the consequences more explosive. Hello and welcome back to Innovative Check YouTube channel, where we delve into the innovative and transformative projects changing our world. If you're new to the channel and enjoy learning about innovation stories around the world, you've come to the right place. Please subscribe, like, and comment to help boost our videos on YouTube. China's growing dissatisfaction with the policies being implemented by the US and its allies, particularly the Netherlands, has been a focal point of recent global discourse, in what can only be described as a significant escalation. Beijing has expressed its firm opposition to the Dutch government's decision to expand export controls on crucial semiconductor technologies. The move, which specifically targets the advanced chip-making tools produced by A.S.M.L, marks yet another development in the ongoing technological conflict between the world's leading powers. China's response, as conveyed by its Ministry of Commerce, underscores the growing frustration with what it perceives as efforts by the US to maintain its global hegemony at the expense of free trade and cooperation. The US, long known for exerting its influence over allied nations, has successfully pressured both the Netherlands and Japan into adopting more stringent export controls aimed at curbing China's access to critical semiconductor equipment. This action is seen as an attempt by Washington to contain China's rapidly advancing technological capabilities, particularly in the field of semiconductor manufacturing, which is considered essential to the future of artificial intelligence (AI), advanced computing, and military technologies. The specific machines at the center of this controversy are the deep ultraviolet immersion lithography tools manufactured by A.S.M.L. These tools are essential in the production of advanced chips, a key component for everything from smartphones to data centers. China as a rising technological powerhouse, has been investing heavily in its semiconductor industry, seeking to reduce its reliance on foreign technology. However, the U.S., recognizing the strategic importance of this sector, has made it a priority to limit China's access to the most advanced chip-making tools. The latest export controls imposed by the Dutch government align with those imposed by the U.S. last year, effectively halting the export of A.S.M.L's 1970i and 1980i DUV tools to China. Beijing's response to this development has been swift and sharp. The Ministry of Commerce criticized the decision, stating that such measures not only damage Sino-Dutch relations but also harm the common interests of businesses in both countries. The Chinese government further emphasized that these restrictions are not merely technical or economic in nature, but are deeply political, rooted in Washington's desire to maintain its dominance in the global tech landscape. By coercing its allies into adopting similar policies, the U.S. is, in China's view, weaponizing its alliances to stifle competition and hinder China's growth. Dutch Trade Minister Reinette Klever, in justifying the decision, stated that it was made for our safety, hinting at broader concerns related to national security. The U.S. has long framed its export controls on chip-making tools as a matter of security, arguing that advanced semiconductors have dual-use applications, meaning they can be used for both civilian and military purposes. In this context, preventing China from gaining access to the most advanced chip-making technologies is seen as a way to curtail its ability to develop cutting-edge military capabilities, including those that could threaten the U.S. and its allies. However, China views this explanation with deep skepticism. From Beijing's perspective, the U.S.'s true motivation is not national security but economic self-interest. By blocking China's access to the latest semiconductor tools, Washington is attempting to stymie China's ambitions of becoming a leader in AI and other emerging technologies. In recent years, China has made significant strides in these fields, with Chinese companies like Huawei and SMIC Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation developing increasingly sophisticated technologies. The U.S., fearing that it could lose its competitive edge, has responded by tightening its grip on the global supply chain for semiconductors. The role of ASML in this geopolitical struggle cannot be overstated. As the world's leading manufacturer of advanced lithography machines, ASML occupies a crucial position in the semiconductor industry. Its machines are used by leading chip makers around the world, including TSMC and Samsung, to produce the most advanced chips. Without access to A.S.M.L's technology, it becomes exceedingly difficult for any country to manufacture the most cutting-edge semiconductors. China, aware of this fact, has been working to develop its own lithography machines, but it still lags significantly behind its Western counterparts in this area. The U.S., recognizing China's dependence on foreign technology, has leveraged its influence over A.S.M.L and the Dutch government to restrict China's access to these machines. In the eyes of Chinese officials, this is not just about semiconductors, it is about a broader strategy by the U.S. to contain China's rise. By limiting China's ability to access advanced technologies, the U.S. is effectively trying to prevent China from achieving its goal of becoming a global leader in technology. Beijing has repeatedly called out what it sees as the hypocrisy of U.S. policy, accusing Washington of undermining free trade and violating the principles of fair competition. Just a quick reminder to hit the like button below. YouTube has been restricting my videos a lot recently because of bots, so your like does help out this video massively in terms of the algorithm in YouTube. For China, the stakes are incredibly high. The country has made the development of a robust and independent semiconductor industry a top priority as part of its Made in China 2025 initiative. This ambitious plan aims to reduce China's reliance on foreign technology by fostering domestic innovation and building a world-class tech industry. However, the U.S.'s efforts to block China's access to key technologies, such as A.S.M.L's lithography machines, represent a significant obstacle to achieving this goal. Meanwhile, the Netherlands finds itself in a precarious position, caught between its economic interests and its alliances. On the one hand, ASML is a key player in the Dutch economy, and restricting its ability to sell to China could have significant financial consequences. On the other hand, the Netherlands is a close ally of the U.S. and is under considerable pressure to align its policies with Washington's strategic interests. Dutch officials, including Trade Minister Reinette Klever, have framed their decision in terms of national security. But it is clear that the Netherlands is also grappling with the broader geopolitical implications of its actions. China has warned that it will respond to the Dutch government's decision with countermeasures, potentially including sanctions on Dutch companies operating in China. This is not the first time that Beijing has resorted to economic retaliation in response to what it perceives as hostile actions by foreign governments. In recent years, China has imposed tariffs and other punitive measures on countries that have taken actions contrary to its interests. while it remains to be seen what specific actions China will take in response to the Netherlands' decision, it is clear that the relationship between the two countries is at a critical juncture. As tensions continue to rise, the semiconductor industry has become a flashpoint in the broader struggle for global technological dominance. The U.S., by leveraging its alliances and influence over critical supply chains, has made it clear that it intends to maintain its position at the top, however. China is equally determined to challenge this dominance, and the outcome of this struggle will have profound implications for the future of global technology. China's dissatisfaction with the ongoing sanctions and restrictions isn't limited to a single dimension of trade. The current developments are just one more chapter in the broader narrative of economic warfare that seems to be unfolding. The semiconductor sector, while crucial, is only a part of the larger rivalry between the US and China, with the EU often caught in the middle. This three-way dynamic has increasingly become defined by strategic moves on both sides, with China pushing back against what it perceives as economic bullying from the West. Each new set of restrictions on A.S.M.L's chip-making equipment serves as a reminder that the U.S. is attempting to maintain its technological lead by keeping China at bay. However, China's response to these restrictions is not just about rhetoric. Over the past decade, Beijing has increasingly embraced strategies that reflect its ambition to reduce dependency on Western technology, focusing instead on homegrown innovation, while A.S.M.L's equipment remains out of reach due to these sanctions. China has ramped up its own investment in developing domestic chip-making capabilities. There is no doubt that this process will take time. And Chinese companies still face significant hurdles, particularly when it comes to producing chips at the most advanced nodes. Nonetheless, this restriction could serve as a catalyst for China to accelerate its efforts in achieving technological self-sufficiency. Moreover, the Chinese government has repeatedly indicated that it will not sit idly by as foreign nations try to curtail its economic ambitions. Various Chinese ministries and officials have hinted that retaliatory actions may be imminent. For instance, Beijing has already implemented a series of regulatory measures aimed at foreign companies operating within its borders. This includes imposing restrictions on the export of key materials and rare earth elements, which are critical to the manufacturing of high-tech products, including semiconductors. These measures serve as a stark reminder that China holds considerable leverage in the global supply chain, and any escalation of trade restrictions could lead to a more destabilized global market. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. The decision by the Dutch government to expand its export controls also raises questions about the role that smaller nations play in this larger geopolitical struggle. As a close ally of the US and a member of the EU, the Netherlands faces a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, it must navigate its economic interests, which are closely tied to the fortunes of ASML and its other key industries. On the other hand, the Netherlands is under significant pressure from the US to align its policies with Washington's broader strategy of restricting China's access to critical technologies. This tug of war has put the Dutch government in a difficult position, forcing it to choose between maintaining strong trade relations with China and adhering to the security concerns emphasized by the US. At the center of this conflict is ASML, a company whose technology is at the cutting edge of semiconductor manufacturing. A.S.M.L's lithography machines, particularly its UV, extreme, ultraviolet, and DUV systems, are crucial for the production of advanced chips, and losing access to these tools would be a severe blow to any country's tech ambitions. However, the stakes are even higher for China, which is in the midst of a broader effort to transform itself into a global technology leader. While Chinese companies such as SMIC have made progress in developing their own chip-making technologies, they are still heavily reliant on foreign equipment, including A.S.M.L's machines, to produce chips at the most advanced levels. From a financial perspective, A.S.M.L's position is also complicated. On the one hand, the company has benefited immensely from its dominance in the lithography market, with revenues exceeding $18 billion in recent years. However, the export restrictions imposed by the US and now the Dutch government have put a significant portion of its business at risk. China has been a major customer for ASML, and losing access to this market could result in substantial financial losses. While ASML continues to sell some of its older technologies to China, the restrictions on its most advanced machines are expected to have long-term implications for both the company and the broader semiconductor industry. For the US, the focus on restricting China's access to A.S.M.L's machines is part of a broader strategy to maintain its technological superiority. The semiconductor industry is widely regarded as the foundation of modern technology, with applications ranging from consumer electronics to advanced military systems. Recognizing this, the US has made it a priority to ensure that its allies in Europe and Asia adopt similar export controls, thereby limiting China's ability to catch up in this crucial sector. While the U.S. has framed these actions as being necessary for national security, it is clear that economic competition also plays a significant role. The Chinese government, meanwhile, has framed the issue in terms of sovereignty and economic justice. Chinese officials have repeatedly accused the U.S. of using its influence over the global supply chain to maintain a stranglehold on technological innovation by leveraging its alliances with countries like the Netherlands and Japan. The U.S. is effectively trying to isolate China from the global tech ecosystem. In response, Beijing has vowed to take whatever steps are necessary to protect its interests and to ensure that its technology sector continues to thrive. One of the key battlegrounds in this struggle is the question of intellectual property. The U.S. and its allies have long accused China of engaging in intellectual property theft, particularly in the tech sector. These accusations have formed the basis for many of the trade restrictions and sanctions that have been imposed on Chinese companies over the years. However, China has consistently denied these allegations, arguing instead that it is being unfairly targeted by a Western-led effort to suppress its rise. As the conflict between the U.S. and China over semiconductors intensifies, the global supply chain for these critical technologies is becoming increasingly fragmented. This is particularly concerning for companies that operate across multiple regions, as they now face the difficult task of navigating a rapidly changing regulatory landscape. The semiconductor industry, which has traditionally relied on open markets and free trade to fuel innovation, is now being pulled into the orbit of geopolitics for companies like A.S.M.L, TSMC, and Samsung. This new reality means that they must find ways to adapt to an environment where access to critical technologies is increasingly restricted by government intervention. At the same time, the impact of these sanctions extends far beyond the immediate players involved. The semiconductor industry is deeply interconnected, with companies from around the world contributing to different stages of the production process. The restrictions on A.S.M.L's exports to China are likely to have ripple effects throughout the entire industry, potentially disrupting supply chains and driving up the cost of production. This, in turn, could have a broader economic impact, particularly as semiconductors play a central role in the development of technologies like AI, 5G, and autonomous vehicles. China's long-term strategy in response to these restrictions will likely involve a combination of diplomatic, economic, and technological measures. On the diplomatic front, Beijing will continue to pressure its allies to oppose U.S.-led sanctions, emphasizing the potential economic benefits of closer cooperation with China. On the economic front, China may seek to impose its own countermeasures, targeting foreign companies that rely on the Chinese market. And on the technological front, China will likely double down on its efforts to develop its own semiconductor technologies, reducing its reliance on foreign suppliers like A.S.M.L. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome your thoughts and questions on this complex and vital subject. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence. Your subscriptions and likes motivate us to generate more content, so please keep supporting us. Check out this video showing on your screen right now, and I will see you on the other side.